Hi everyone,
Hey.
this is Dave and Roxanne from the Feast Calgary.
Hey, today we just wanted to ask you a question. Is there some things in your life that you can't change? Because you want to change it, even though it's unchangeable, you become frustrated and become unhappy. So if that's you, stick till the very end, because we want to share with you an insight today that's going to help you, that's going to bless you. Again, our hope is every time you visit the Feast Calgary, not only are you inspired, but you're empowered to become all that God created you to be. So the topic today is?
The topic is, we got it from the Married for Life book, from the couples that have been married for over 50 years. So the topic today is, if you can't change something, learn to live with it. And that's coming from the couple Kermit and Phyllis Foss. And the scripture today is from Philippians 4 verse 11. I have learned in whatever state I am to be content.
It's powerful because there are things in our lives we can't change. For example, do you live in Canada? If you do, especially in Calgary, 8 months of the year is winter. And I've seen a lot of people become so frustrated because they always talk about winter is cold, frostbite, all these things, right? Instead of complaining about it, you can't change it.
Yeah.
Learn to live with it. Why don't you, learn a sport? Go
Yes.
outside, snowboarding,
Or cuddle with your spouse, or
drink some tea, read a
drink some
book.
tea, yeah.
Yeah, so learn to live with it and enjoy it, right? What about traffic?
Yes.
Maybe you drive to work within traffic, not against traffic, and it's 30 minutes a day, and because of focusing on that, you become so frustrated that you become unhappy with your life. And instead of become frustrated, learn to live with it. Why don't you put a good audiobook?
Yes. Learn to, maybe put on some good worship songs or good music and, have fun with it, right?
Yeah, and they say we drive every day. They say have a university on wheels. By the time you're done, your 5 days of 3 or 4 years doing that 30 minutes, you have a course in personal development about yourself. So that's amazing. That's one. And so there are things that you can't change, including your spouse, right?
Yes, yes. What if, like, for us, right? I've been married to Dave for over 7 years now, going 8 years, and before, it annoys me every time the gel is just left in the sink. I kept telling him to put it in, put it back to the shelf, and it's still there until now, right? And I have to learn to live with it. I know it's something small, but what if it's something bigger? Let's say it annoys you that your spouse talks too much, right? Or he snores.
That's a story sometimes.
Yeah.
Or Roxanne, for example, she likes to sleep in late for the longest time. Like she sleeps in at like at 12 midnight. So now I've, once in a while it still gets to me, but most of the time I've learned to live with it. So I want to ask you, what's making you unhappy? Because there's some things in your life that are unchangeable. You're trying to change.
Yes.
So instead of changing the outside circumstance, which is unchangeable, change within. Change within simply means be content. When you're content, you're looking at how can this become a blessing instead of becoming a frustration or something that becomes unhappy, a source of unhappiness in my life.
Yes.
I hope we give you value. I hope we inspired you today. I hope we give you a new insight so that you will become all that God created you to be. Before we end, something amazing is about to happen.
Yes, next week, Saturday, May 27, in Calgary, 5 p.m. Mass, and 6:30 p.m. there's going to be a feast. Amazing worship, great talk by Brother Dexter and Brother Jerome De Leon. We have, when you register, we're giving you a free ebook of Bo Sanchez.
That's right. And the topic is?
The topic is Hurt Attack.
Hurt attack.
Hurt attack.
Very interesting. If you don't know what it means, show up to the feast. So we're excited to see you. Again, this is Dave and Roxanne from the Feast Calgary. See you there.
See you there. Bye.